Good morning, children. I hope you are all safe at home. Due to corona crisis, we are doing online classes. So please do cooperate, children. I am handling second language English for your class. So I am doing the lesson. Now let us begin. Imagine, children, imagine if you have classes outside the classroom in an open air under the shade of the tree. How would you feel? I think you will enjoy learning there because you will be confined only to the classrooms. Only bookish knowledge is given more importance. But if you learn outside, you will learn more things. You will look into the surroundings and you will learn more things. You are allowed to read or practice or any subject of your own interest. There would be no restrictions as such to read only certain subjects. So this is how you will learn and you will enjoy learning in the nature. You will learn with the nature. The same way of teaching is followed in the school Shantiniketan in West Bengal. The education at Shantiniketan is completely different from that of other schools. The teachers teach the children outside the classrooms. There will be no classrooms. They teach outside in the open air. The children sit around the teacher and they learn. Apart from learning the books, in the books they learn also the creative other cultural activities. So let us find out how the education is different at Shantiniketan from the other schools and how they lead life peacefully at Shantiniketan in your lesson, A Day in the Ashram. A Day in the Ashram. Now let's begin with the lesson. The author of this lesson is C.F. Andrews. Charles Freer Andrews was an English priest of the Church of England. He was an educator and Indian freedom fighter. He became Mahatma Gandhi's closest friend and associate. Andrews reveals his experience while he stayed in the ashram. Shantiniketan was founded by Rabindranath Tagore. It is a school with a difference where students learn with great joy. Now, let us get into the lesson. Words cannot picture to you the beauty of Shantiniketan. Our own poet and teacher, whom we call Gurudeva, has named it in his song, The Darling of Our Hearts, and it is worthy of the name. All who have visited the ashram, old and young alike, have felt its inner beauty growing more and more upon them. If I were to describe to you one day in the ashram with the boys, that would perhaps best bring home to you its inner beauty. Long before sunrise, like the birds in our own Amloki groves, our boys are awake. The choristers are the first to rise and they go round the ashram singing their morning hymn. You can hear the voices in the distance drawing nearer and nearer, and then the sound dies away as the choir passes onto another part of the ashram, and then again it comes nearer and nearer. The beauty of the sound in the silent morning air and the sense of joy and reverence which it brings give peace to the soul. Words cannot picture to you the beauty of Shantiniketan. That means if we see any picture in the books and if we listen to anything, we cannot enjoy the beauty of nature, beauty of some places. If we go and enjoy or experience the real beauty, only if we go and visit the place, we can enjoy the real beauty of that place. Our own poet and teacher, whom we call Gurudeva, has named it in his song, The Darling of Our Hearts. Who is Gurudeva? Gurudeva, who is popularly known as Gurudeva? Rabindranath Tagore. So, do you know Rabindranath Tagore? Who is Rabindranath Tagore? Rabindranath Tagore is a famous poet and a freedom fighter. He was a novelist, writer, so on. And he got Nobel Prize for his collection of books called Gitanjali. He established Shantiniketan in West Bengal. All who have visited, he has named the Shantiniketan as the darling of our hearts. So the darling means the nearer one, dearer one. All who have visited the ashram, old and young alike, have felt its inner beauty growing and more upon them. As I told, those who have visited have enjoyed the inner beauty of the ashram. If I were to describe to you one day in the ashram with the boys, that would perhaps best bring home to you its inner beauty. Those who have visited can explain the real beauty of the ashram. Long before sunrise, how does the light start at Shantiniketan? Morning. Long before sunrise, like the birds in our own Amloki groves, our boys are awake. Now, before the sunrise, like the birds, they start chirping, and in the midst of the Amloki groves. What are Amloki groves? It's like a mango tree. The boys will wake up early in the morning before sunrise. The choristers are the first to rise. They go around the ashram. So apart from the boys, there are the choristers. Who are the choristers? They are the singers, members who sing in the choir of the church. Members who sing in the choir of church. So there are a group of choristers. They go around the ashram singing their morning hymn. You can hear the voices in the distance drawing nearer and nearer, and then sound dies away as the choir passes on to another part of the ashram, and then again it comes nearer and nearer. The beauty of the sound in the silent morning air and the sense of joy and reverence which it brings give peace to the soul. Now, if you hear any hymns of God in the morning, it gives a sense of joy. Now, have you heard have you heard in the morning anybody Suprabhata? Yeah, if you hear Suprabhata every morning, you can hear on the radio. So it gives a peace to the soul in a fresh morning. And also, do you have a habit of going to walk in the fresh morning? Yes, you do have a habit. In the fresh morning, the air is cool and there is peace and calm. So that's which gives peace to the soul.